Hello everyone, this is Hyper. Welcome back to Dead Space 3. I did notice in the last episode, I watched it briefly, and I know, shocker, I don't usually watch my videos. I guess it's not exactly a good habit in case there's any problems with my video. Um, but I noticed that my microphone quality was weirdly like kind of scratchy and staticky, so I have no idea if that's a consistent thing. It doesn't sound like that when I test it before every episode because I uh, like test to make sure that my mic's working and that it works properly, and it doesn't sound like that. So I don't know if it's just Dead Space 3 that does it. Um, but I hope it's bearable. And I had to do some backtracking because I had to clear this area again. It didn't clear it. I don't know if I have the audio log from the one room where I had to sneak by the dudes, but I mean, you heard it anyways in the last episode, so it doesn't matter. But I think. Oh my god. I hated that. And the worst part is when there's so many people I can't even stomp their bodies to get stuff.
Clark is down there somewhere. Keep scanning.
Oh, we're here.
Crap. Danik's gunships are patrolling the area.
Oh God, don't let them see you.
I'm fine. I was going this way, right? Okay.
Moving on to next sector.
They totally saw me, but they're hiding from me. I don't know why they're so fast. It reminds me of the stasis dudes from the first game. I could really use some ammo. And everything, to be honest. I could use it, some of it, everything. Okay, so now I just need to go that way. Oh, co-op mission. I don't care. My scav bot gets back right as I Actually, I should craft some stuff. I don't really have another use for it. Wait, I have 16 stasis packs. I don't need this many. So yeah, I just need one more piece.
Death is only the beginning.
One mind, one body!
Oh. Well, I was just gonna shoot him, but... Full zoom scope, cool, that's completely useless. Okay, that bottom is... I wonder if I can put like a grenade launcher on the bottom. Where's the way back? Actually, I'm gonna go do that. Because the bottom part that I have is just useless. Hydraulic engine. Yeah, it says chainsaw, but... Okay, so I can have shotgun. Oh, I could have the pushback thingy. No, that's not what I wanted. Magnesium afterburner. Freezes. Oh. And that's just that. So honestly, I almost think... Oh, that's not it. Shotgun. And then we can remove these, because I know the shotgun cycles really slowly. So our bottom is a shotgun, and it should be pretty speedy. Because I know the other time I used a shotgun, it was basically completely useless, but... Oh. I'll just stay back here. I don't need to move. The shotgun actually works very well. Because if they get too close, I can just boom. Disposal services. You trying to hide a crate for me? Oh. What the hell? They came from behind me. Okay, why is it so loud? What the? Oh my god, man. It just kept coming. Oh, I need my damn... I need my scav bots.
Fact, Isaac, as you can personally attest, man is naturally compelled to create red markers, duplicates made in the image of the original. They are as much a part of us as the planet that birthed us, perhaps even more so. We must all act our part in the natural evolution of the universe, Isaac. Something you seem rather reluctant to accept.
I can make so much ammo. I mean, I pretty much have all the resources that I need. And I'm only getting more. Disposal services. Optional mission card. Oh, you know what that means. Hot death. Well, looks like we're doing an optional mission, fellas. Oh, I got 2 there. Air doesn't really matter at all. Pretty handy that all these are connected. It looks so pleasant down here. The flickering lights. I don't know if that's intentional. I gotta say, I don't think that's intentional. You know, I'm in the optional mission right now. Why are these dudes so armored? It's like impossible to kill. Subject disposal. Per your orders, the halls are packed with all of the research papers, biological specimens, and lab equipment we could find. Incinerators are on standby, just waiting for your final command to pull the trigger. I really can't read that at all. Still no sign of Serrano or Rosetta. That's what I thought it said, but so yeah, they purged everything, but maybe not everything. I am immortal. Apart from all the times that I've died, but you didn't see that. I totally didn't die before the beginning of this episode, when I was clearing that room. Oh my god. That was the worst place that they could have done that. And I mean, they know. Ah, a puzzle. Everyone's favorite. Okay. Okay, that needs to be like that. Excuse you. Stop it. Oh my god. Why are they spawning right here, bro? Bro, can they just die, please? And can they not lock me in a corner? This is the dumbest. Oh my god. They lock me in a corner. And they don't even have legs. They lock me in a corner while they're on the ground, and I should be able to just step right by them, but no. I wonder, can I just go up this ladder? Like if I just... So they're gonna, oh. This is stupid. I'm stuck in a corner. I can't move. My God. I don't know how I'm supposed to do anything. Okay, now it's just them. My God, that was the dumbest encounter in a while. Like, their idea of difficulty is just creating an impossible area with 2 different areas that enemies can spawn, so you have to constantly turn around, but it's too many enemies to even kill with 1 mag. Like, sure, I can kill them, but what happens when I have to reload? Well, then I'm just screwed because I can't do anything. And it's the stupidest thing. And I feel like they know it. And they still made it this way anyways. And then I use up all of my ammo. That's gotta be it. That encounter was already hard enough, man. Don't tell me there's more. Oh. Right. Yeah, let's fight just everyone. I really don't get the difficulty curve in this game. Like, with the removal of the nodes and everything, I feel like the difficulty is too high, but my weapons aren't even that good anymore. Because like in the first 2 games, it was like, yeah, it gets difficult and there's new enemies and stuff, but you also upgrade your weapons. But here it's like, they got rid of nodes. The way that you upgrade your guns is super weird. Bro, how long is this mission? What, anyone gonna pop up in this vent? I already know it. Oh, what? No one's gonna... Oh, yep. I knew it. Oh my god. I can't do anything. I don't know why they think it's a good idea to just... The door doesn't even work. What am I supposed to do? Excuse me? Did the game bug out? There's someone on the other side of the door. I can't. Like, I don't know what I'm supposed to do. I feel like the game's bugged. It's great. I look it up on YouTube, and the first video that I find that says disposal services is actually the Reaper one. Is there a difficulty setting in this game? Because I may have picked the hard one. I don't know. Okay, so yeah, it's a glitch because their door just opens. That's great. Their door just opens and mine gets glitched because an enemy gets stuck behind a wall. Because there was nothing for me to do. Oh, do I have to go over there? Oh my god. Okay, that's what's supposed to happen. It's just my luck that the game glitches out. I could also use. I have the damage. I could use like magazine increase, but like the 163rd optional mission is so good. Oh yes, I will use that. First contact scenarios: 1. No danger of infection or contagion. 2. Moderate danger of infection or contagion. Standard sterilization protocol procedures required. 3. Localized outbreak. Infected personnel to be quarantined. 4. Virulent outbreak. Destruction of site and all associated personnel required. 5. Extinction level outbreak. Extreme containment procedures required. All personnel participating in, associated with, or with knowledge of the outbreak site must be destroyed. All locations connected to said personnel to be destroyed. Where destruction is impossible, permanent containment is required. Well, it didn't obviously work very well. I've missed so many of these. We just out here getting these caches, man. Of course they spawn right where I run to. Really, I only need the bench for like making ammo and stuff. I should just save all my stuff for the suit. Who cares? Ambrose Kane to Mahat, subject scenario 5. After receiving reports on Dr. Serrano's latest discoveries and in light of recent activities at the marker test sites, it is the decision of the Council to invoke scenario 5. What we once thought would save us from extinction has only served to hasten it. Everything about the markers, all research, all replicas, even the black marker must be forever buried. All sites are to be shuttered, all involved planets are to be blacklisted. Everyone involved in the marker program, from Aspera to Aegis 7 to Tau Volantis, are to be executed. We realize this will effectively negate our ability to fight the war against the Separatists. They will no doubt take power and form an Earth government in the vacuum we'll leave behind, but to save the future of mankind, this must come to pass. Should even one person, ship, or scrap of paper survive to make its way into their hands, the epidemic will begin anew, and our sacrifice will have been for nothing. I know I can count on you to carry out these orders. It has been a pleasure working with you for these many years. Long live the colonies. So if they've been covering up this every time it's happened, then how many times has this happened and then humanity has quote-unquote rediscovered the markers? Because really, the hope is that every time it happens, they bury everything in the hopes that it won't be discovered again. But then the reason that it happens again is because it's discovered and like somehow the religion keeps going, right? Because they discover it and it's like, because this was 200 years ago. And so at this point, it's like, yeah, discovered the markers and they're super cool and they're supernatural and like religion and all that stuff. But then if at the end of this game, it all gets buried again. I mean, humanity is kind of effectively dead, apart from the Unitologists, considering they've killed everyone. But they didn't even bother to make a different. Like, this is the same. Finding Tau Volantis. Tau Volantis was discovered after intense study of the red markers, the man-made copies based on the original alien artifact, the black marker. The red markers sequestered safely away on distant star systems such as Aegis 7, Aspera, and Proxima Centauri, among others, were themselves a mystery as they were more grown than built. As the red markers were studied, it became clear they were receiving the signal they broadcast rather than creating it themselves. The Ptolemy array was built specifically to triangulate the distant signal using 3 red markers. They located the source, and it proved to be the most distant point ever reached by man. Tau Volantis here in this previously uncharted arm of the galaxy. This feat of science and technology will hopefully reward mankind with the ultimate prize, the limitless energy that seems to emanate from the markers, the source of which we expect to find here. So yeah, of course, you know, us running into energy problems, we were like, oh hey, the markers are cool. And it didn't work. Oh my god, I hate this every time. Was that it? No. What is it doing? I don't know how this game has turned into a rage game, but it has. Like, I'm not even kidding. This game makes me about as angry as playing, like, War Thunder. And it doesn't really matter, because, like, what was the point of all that? Like, what did I get? Oh, some extra crap. Amazing. Like, nothing I got really probably would have been even worth it. Because I don't need anything right now. I mean, I guess the resources, but... Okay, I need damage. Like, all damage. Actually, I could probably do with some. That's pretty fast. Excuse me? That's all. Why would they spawn enemies here of all places? They make you think you're safe, and then they just go, oh, screw you. It sounded like a British person there. I literally said piss off. I don't really need that. I mean, oh, I dismantled it. I'm just gonna get the stuff back, so. And please tell me with all that I can upgrade something, please. Yes! Okay, so I have fully upgraded armor and HP. That's the thing, I feel like I die so often, but I actually have fully upgraded HP and now armor. Okay. I need more ammo. Okay, good enough. And with that annoying optional mission, God, I just don't get the optional or not the difficulty scaling. Like I get it's an optional mission. I guess it's supposed to be hard for good resources, but it's just stupidly hard. And I think maybe that's because they predicted that more people would be playing this with another person, with a friend in the co-op mode. And so they thought, oh, two people, we can just increase the amount of enemies because there's going to be two of them and not one. But if you're playing it single, I just feel like this game is too hard. And part of that is the whole weapons system because the way that you upgrade your weapons is not the same. And so it's not a guarantee that you're going to have really good weapons by this point. I mean, sure, I have a good weapon, but it's not the same as in the first two games where you would just get nodes and upgrade your weapon. And in Dead Space 2, by the end of the game, I had a fully upgraded plasma cutter. That's the only thing I needed, like that and the pulse rifle, pretty much. I don't even think I used the flamethrower that much. I don't really think so. I might have had the flamethrower, but like I don't even remember. But here it's just like I've gone back to the bench and tried to create something that is actually good because even now the plasma cutter is starting, and maybe I should, because the fast firing plasma cutter part is does less damage. Um, I I think I did increase. I put the upgrade circuits on it, so it should do more damage. But still, it's just the way that they changed it. I don't think they were needed changes, right? Dead Space 2, it was like, it was great because you're familiar. If you play the first game, you were familiar with how it worked from the first game. Um, and so you were already familiar with it. It was able to familiarize people who were new. Like if anybody who like, and I'm sure there were, people who played Dead Space 2 who weren't familiar with the series, you still learned the basics. But if you were familiar with it from Dead Space 1, well, it was great because it was the same, and that was fine because it still had a different story, different characters. Graphically, a little bit it was better. It was a fresh experience. Here it's just like I don't know why they changed what they did. They were trying to do something new. I don't think it obviously worked out because Dead Space 3 is not looked at the best as the best of the series. It's looked at as the worst, which makes sense. And obviously, like there hasn't been any new Dead Space games made except for the remake, which I wouldn't even call a new Dead Space game because it's just the first one but remade. But like Dead Space 4 obviously hasn't come out yet, and it's iffy as to which it ever will. Like if they did make another Dead Space game that wasn't just a remake of any of the other ones, it would have to be like a reboot for the series now at this point, considering it's been 12 years since Dead Space 3 came out. Um, I'm saying all this almost like I've completed the game. I haven't completed the game yet, but just sharing some of my thoughts. I don't really think they needed to change as many of the things as they did. And also the whole like crafting system and resource system. Sure, I guess it's cool, but at this point, it's like at this point, it's pretty much like I have a bajillion of most resources, and then there's just one. Like I'll even show you. I go here to the suit, right? And with this one, it's like I have enough tungsten easily. I have enough scrap metal easily. It's just semiconductors, and so really it just results in I just have to kill enemies until I get semiconductors, and it's like that's not bad, but it doesn't add anything. It's like here. I have enough semiconductors. I easily have enough scrap metal. It's just transducers I gotta grind. And it's like it's not even necessarily a problem, but it's just I don't really know what it's supposed to add. Like there's no strategy to the resources. There's really nothing else other than just collecting the caches, doing the optional missions, killing enemies, but you can't decide which resource you get. It's just random. It's the RNG as far as I know. But alas, I suppose I still enjoy playing this. Yeah, it's a fine game. Like I can enjoy playing this. I just don't think it's as good as the first two, and I can see why people said that. And especially just the enemy placement, right? You'll go down a hallway, and then they'll have you do something, and then they'll spawn an enemy behind you, and then you'll turn around to face them, and then they'll spawn another enemy behind you after you already turned around. And also, guess what? You don't have enough ammo in your clip to kill all of them, and so then you have to reload, and then you're stuck in a corner and you're stun locked because why not? So I don't know. Maybe I'm just super terrible and I'm not playing it right, which I would find hard to believe considering I played the first two just fine, but I've easily died more in this game than I have in any of the other games. The first game I can't even really remember dying at all. Second game also I don't really remember dying at all, but this game I die in so many stupid ways, and not stupid on my fault. Like I don't want to sound egotistical, but stupid in the sense that the game I don't know why the game would do it the way that they did, but they did. Because I've died so many times to just being stuck in a corner and stun locked, and there's no way to get out of that because you can't shoot all of them because you're so close together. It's impossible, and you run out of ammo anyways. And you can't. stasis them. You really just have to get lucky. You just have to spam the buttons and get lucky because you just get stun locked in a corner, and at that point it's just over because you can't do anything. There's no way to get out of being stun locked. And so then it's almost like in every situation you go into, you have to die. So then in the next life, you know what not to do, which I don't think is how this game is supposed to be played. Unless it's like specifically part of the game is to die, you shouldn't play any game with the idea that, oh, in this encounter, I'm probably going to die because then I'll know what not to do in the next life. That's not, especially in a game that like you can't save manually in this game, right? There's not really a save system. You can either restart the checkpoint as you see, or you can save and quit, and I guess it'll save whenever it wants to because that option is not reliable. But it's just irritating. Um, but anyways, that was long enough of a rant for today. Um, yeah, I really don't know where the end is, how close we are to it. I feel like we would be, but I'm pretty sure this is now longer than any of the other two games. Even the second one was pretty short. Like if I did hour-long episodes of the second one, um, did I just say the first one? I meant the second one. If I did hour-long episodes of the second one, I would have had it done in like 6 episodes because some of the chapters are very short, and I was doing it, chapter by chapter. But this game less so. But it's pretty long. I feel like it could have easily ended now. But whatever. Bygones be bygones. They still made a okay game for a fine franchise, and I'm definitely gonna finish it and do the DLC and all that. And then after that, we'll have another game, which I won't tell you yet, but it's been sitting in my library for long enough. But yeah, hope you enjoyed this video and this super long rant. Uh, I'll see ya in the next part.